eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way.
Well, hello there. How are you? Today I'm going to go ahead and prep my face with the Ice Cube from PAA. That's one that comes in this box, like so. And it also has activated bamboo charcoal powder in it, even though it's not black like the other cube. Let me go ahead and wet my face a little bit. Excuse me. And I'll wet the cube. And I'll start putting some of this on as a pre-shave. Very nice and refreshing menthol feeling from this. It's a pre-shave soap that comes in a big cube. They even make a little tray you can set this on, sort of a soap dish for it. The cube dock, they call it. I don't have one of those, but I'll just set it on the counter here. There we go. Hopefully that'll stay. I'll rinse my hand off. And my razor is going to be this not too expensive but serviceable Nanjie 3-piece, or actually a twist to open razor. And in there, on what will be its third use, is a Big Ben blade, actually. Big Ben blue blade. Right there, if you can see that. And let me go ahead and twist this back down, tighten it. Oh, hope I got it. Might have overdone it a little bit. Oops, I broke the... Oh, brother. Hold on. Well, you got to just see me almost break a razor. I tightened that down too much and one of the doors came off, but I was able to get it back on there, so I think we'll be okay, and I think this is tightened down enough. Sorry about that. One time, a different razor, I dropped it and broke the little hinge off so that I couldn't repair it. It was the only safety razor that I've ever had to throw away. Now, my soap, let me see, I have the lid here. It's going to be this Tcheon Fung New Age Shaving Action, NASA, Marte shaving soap. That's apparently Italian for Mars. And I guess you can see Mars there. This is really nice stuff. I really like it a lot. I've used it once since I received it. I'm going to kind of take the excess off there and put it on my face. This is very nice smelling and nice performing soap. And there it is again, the Marte. I'll wipe my hand off again. So far this shave is just going swimmingly. Okay, I've already lathered my Yaqi Sagrada Familia brush. So I'll go ahead and try to get a lather started, and I hope you're all doing well out there. Hope you're doing better than I'm doing so far. Oops. Lather right up my nose. I guess you might as well see all of this shave, warts and all. It's been a long time since I've nearly broken a razor. And now I've got what little bit of water I added to the soap is flinging all over. Not a terribly thirsty soap, I come to find out. Very easy to lather. Lovely scent. Not sure I could describe it exactly, but it's nice. It's about a 3 out of 5 in terms of scent strength. It's right about there where you'd want it to be. It's not too mild and it's not peeling the paint off the walls. So I'll go ahead and try to get started here. Yeah, like I said, you might as well see all of this shave, or most of it anyway, warts and all. Let me wet the razor. And we'll begin with pass number 1 with the grain. It's very early here. I'm doing this shave earlier than normal, so it will probably be posted earlier than my shaves normally are. I'm being kind of careful here because this is somewhat of an aggressive razor. But believe it or not, I've had good shaves with these Nanjie razors. This is the only one I really have, but it comes in this little container, and then you open that up and there's a little brush to clean the razor with. There's a mirror, so forth and so on, some blades. So hopefully I have not ruined this razor beyond repair. Hopefully it keeps serving me well for a while. I'm glad that I was able to bend that little post back to where it goes so that I could repair the razor when it started coming apart there. One razor, you couldn't really bend that thing with the post on it. It sort of snapped when I dropped it. Let me go ahead and rinse the razor. Quite a bit of audio feedback, and with this razor, not the smoothest shave, so I'm being careful. A light touch is a good rule of thumb for this razor. Although it is only mild to medium aggression, it seems to err a little bit on the more aggressive side of that medium aggression. For a razor that only costs a few dollars, I don't expect a whole lot. And again, the only reason I'm using it today is because I've, in the past, gotten strangely nice shaves from this thing. Maybe that's because the way it's built, I'm forced to go light on the touch here. But we'll continue here. Going into February now already. February of 2020. The roaring 20s are back, I suppose. Although so far they seem to be just sputtering. The 1920s saw the rise of the automobile and commercial radio broadcasting and Hollywood movies and so forth. I guess we're waiting for more driverless cars and all kinds of crazy things in this decade. And the only arena of my life that seems to go well at all anymore is the shaving, oddly enough. Every other arena of my life seems to be sputtering along. But that being said, I am done with the first pass. I'll pop out, pop right back in, and I should be freshly lathered for a second pass across the grain. Okay, I'm back. Lathered again for the second pass across the grain. And yeah, I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. Something shaving related, I think. Well, yeah, something that doesn't apply to this particular shave, but Ming Lee of Frank Shaving may soon have a couple of the conversational shaving brushes, the official brush of this channel and of my Facebook group. Should have soon at least a couple of those for sale on Amazon, so you might want to look for those in the near or not too distant future. And that's one of my go-to brushes, this Yaqi Sagrada Familia brush. That's another one. A lot of good go-to brushes that I've been able to get in recent months or over the past year or two. All right. A little over a day's worth of growth, not quite a day and a half worth. A lot of audio feedback. I'm pretty sure this is a Big Ben blue blade I'm using, partly because if I use a similar violet blade out of the violet pack, I usually put a little V on there with a Sharpie marker. In case I can't tell them apart. But I think the violet blades err more on the side of sharpness and the blue ones are more smooth, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary. And although I wouldn't call these Big Ben blue or violet blades polarizing in any way, I do know that I've seen different reviews on them from different gentlemen online. I don't know that anyone exactly swears by them, and I don't know that anyone exactly swears them off, but some gentlemen can live more with them than without them, or vice versa. Excuse me. Okay. This blade, although it's not uncomfortable right now, it is, I can tell, getting a little tuggy, so this will be my last use of it more than likely. And I don't know if I flipped it or not. I don't think I did. I think I'm using the same side unless I flipped it before and don't remember. Let's see where I am here. And I may not go for BBS this time, because on certain shaves, though not all of them recently, I have gotten some irritation. And a lot of that's gone away, but it's easy to sort of bring it back with very little effort. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes just the slightest little pressure can bring back irritation on my neck especially. And that's pass number 2 done. I'll come back and we'll do pass number 3 against the grain. Okay, it's time for that third pass against the grain, and I'm really liking the Tcheon, I'm probably mispronouncing this, but the Tcheon Fung Sing soaps, this being just one of them. There are many of them, but I've really enjoyed those lately, and just my opinion. You might want to check them out. Hopefully your mileage will be the same as mine. Hopefully you'll like them. I'm going to start on the neck now. Got some spots here that don't like to go BBS. Some trouble spots. Yeah, shaving really early for me today. And over the past week, I've had a couple of really lousy shaves. Well, not lousy completely, not overall, but lousy as in getting a couple of bleeders, bloody affairs, but not as uncomfortable as they could have been. And then also 2 or 3 really, really outstanding shaves. Ones I wish I could have recorded. Alright. Onto the face now. Not a bad shave, all things considering. Considering my razor fell apart when I first started here. That's pretty embarrassing, but I'm going to leave it in. At least there was enough give to the little piece of metal with the post on it that I was able to quickly repair the razor. And although this is an inexpensive, some would even say cheap razor, I've never had any major problems with it before, other than the fact that it might not be the smoothest shave, at least not the easiest razor to use without going out of one's way kind of to use a light touch, and I still am a little too heavy-handed. And it doesn't hurt that I am using a very nice pre-shave and a very nice shaving soap here. That doesn't hurt, I don't think. I've got a weeper up here already. Okay. I'm going to very gingerly shave above the upper lip against the grain. But that's about all I'm going to do there, because just too easy to irritate that, and with this razor it could get real bloody. Okay, I'll be right back, and then I'll be lathered up for pickups. Okay, let's punch the clock. Let's punch in for pickups. It's pickup time, everybody. All right. There you are, it's pickup time. The crazy clock with the spinning hands lets us know that it's time for pickups or touch-ups. Yeah. I'll rinse the razor real quick. And just some final touches here. See, I gotta cut that open, cut the Adam's apple. Real easy to do, even if you're being careful with this razor, I come to find out. And yeah, that soap's usually slick enough, but with this blade that probably is at its end of the end of its usefulness, and this razor, which can be problematic, but yet which I've also had good shaves with, that's enough doing touch-ups. And well, there we go. Too bad. Otherwise, pretty good shave. Gonna rinse off, gonna rinse the razor, the brush, and so forth, and I'll come back with Mr. Towel and we'll dry off. Here's Mr. Towel to help me dry off. Feels nice. And Mr. Towel still smells nice. As indeed does the whole necessity room from the soap there. Oh yeah. That's pretty nice. Nice. Few things not to like, but I'm not going to complain. All things considered, a very nice shave. So it does once again go to show you that it's possible with even a cheap razor, say, to have a halfway decent shave. Now I'm going to do some quick recaps and then I'll put the finishing touches on the shave here. I started out, prepped my face with PAA's the Ice Cube, the kind of green one there, and it comes in a box like this. Kind of neat. Very nice. Activated charcoal and menthol and all kinds of good stuff in there. My razor has been this twist to open, and here hopefully I can twist it open this time and put it back without breaking it like I did before. And there's a Big Ben blade on its third use. So when you tighten this down, you don't have to go overboard, evidently. And here's what the top that the Big Ben blue blades come in looks like. I used for my brush the 24mm Yaqi Sagrada Familia brush, synthetic with a tuxedo knot. Very nice, very handy. My soap has been this, it's the Fung TFS Marte shaving soap. New Age Shaving Action, it says. That's NASA. And Marte being, Italian, I guess, for Mars. Maybe you can see planet Mars there. Okay, let's see, am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Shame on me if I am, but I'm going to go ahead and apply some Tcheon Dickinson's Witch Hazel. And go ahead and pop that open. Set that aside, get some of that going. Yeah, I'm getting some sting there, because this stuff is 14% alcohol by volume. Making an astringent instead of just the toner. So there's that. Very nice. And I'll move on over here to my aftershave, which is going to be this Floid Mentolado Suave, which I think means suave menthol, probably in Spanish. There you go. Very nice stuff. Put a little bit of that in my hand, set that aside and get this going. A little on the wrists, a little behind the ears, on the temples, back of the neck, and here I go. Yeah, some burn followed almost immediately by some nice cooling action there. And that is really nice, and although it doesn't go exactly with this soap, it certainly doesn't clash with it, in my opinion. Very nice. I'll show you those two things again, the Tcheon Dickinson's Witch Hazel and the Floid Mentolado Suave aftershave. Finally, one more thing here. The original Nivea Men replenishing post-shave balm. Highly recommended by a lot of traditional shavers, and just very nice stuff. Get a little bit going here. That's probably more than enough right there. Get that going. Yeah, that's probably way more than enough. A little bit of this does go a long way. No parabens, absorbs quickly, and rather refreshing. So if you like to use a balm, although I don't usually review anything, I can from my personal experience only, and from having heard good things from other wet shavers, I can recommend this balm, or at least suggest you maybe give it a try. See if it doesn't treat you as well as it does some of us. I'll be shiny for a minute or two, but this stuff is pretty quickly absorbing. That's it, folks. I gotta go. I'm out of here. Still a little blotchy on the shave, but I did what I could. And it's morning here. I usually shave later, so this might get posted earlier. We'll see what happens, see how I feel today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, all you new subscribers, and please come on back next week for another classic shave here. Peace.